Today, I'm going to show you exactly why women lose respect for nice guys, and most importantly, how to fix it so she sees you as a man she can admire, desire, and never take for granted. Now, in this video, I'm going to be covering the following. First, we'll break down the hidden behaviors that instantly kill her respect, even if you think you're doing everything right. Second, I'll show you the subtle mindset shifts that turn you from a pushover into a man she actually looks up to. And finally, you'll learn how to be a genuinely kind man without ever being seen as weak. If you're ready, let's jump into it. Reason 1, you put her on a pedestal. Let's get something straight. Women do not want to be placed on a pedestal. And yet this is the number one mistake nice guys make. And let me explain, because here's how it usually plays out. You meet a woman you really like, and in your mind, she's instantly different, right? She's the most beautiful, smartest, funniest woman you've ever met. So you treat her like she's some rare gem you're so lucky to have stumbled upon, while you completely forget that you are the prize too. Now here's the problem. When you put her way up there, and you put yourself way down here, you're creating an unspoken hierarchy in the relationship. And in that hierarchy, she's the queen and you're the servant, hoping to keep her happy enough to keep you around. What you think is romantic actually tells her deep down that you don't see yourself as her equal. And the second a woman feels she's dating down, her respect for you will start to drain like water out of a cracked bucket. Because the truth is, respect can't exist without equality. If you're looking up at her, she's looking down at you. And nobody feels attraction for someone they look down on. So what's the fix? You need to stop acting like she's rare just because she's attractive. Yes, be polite. Yes, treat her well. But treat yourself just as well. Have options. Have boundaries. And here's a big one. Don't agree with everything she says just to be in her good graces. The best relationships happen when a woman feels you're standing shoulder to shoulder with her, not kneeling at her feet for approval. Ask yourself this. Would you still be accommodating if she wasn't as beautiful? If the answer is no, you're not being nice, you're being needy. And women can smell that a mile away. Reason number 2, you avoid conflict like the plague. Now this one trips up almost every so-called nice guy. You think the way to keep her happy is to never disagree, never push back, never rock the boat, right? You avoid conflict like it's the end of the world. So when she says something you don't agree with, you kind of just take it in and bite your tongue. When she makes a decision you don't like, you just go along with it. And when she crosses one of the boundaries, your boundaries, you laugh it off and pretend it doesn't matter. Because in your head, keeping the peace means keeping the relationship. Truth is, when you avoid conflict at all costs, you send her one loud, crystal clear message. You're afraid of me. And that's one of the fastest ways to kill a woman's respect for you. Now, think about it. How can she believe you'll protect her, lead her, or stand for anything important if you can't even stand up to her when it matters? Sometimes women test boundaries, not because they're bad, but because they want to know they're with a man who can hold his ground. If you fail those tests, she can't feel secure with you. So here's the fix. You've got to get comfortable with tension. I'm not saying pick fights for fun. I mean, this isn't about being combative. It is being unafraid to speak your truth. If she says something you disagree with, calmly explain your point of view. If she's pushing the line you're not okay with, call it out. Disagreeing doesn't make you a jerk. It makes you real. And ironically, women respect a man more when he can challenge them without losing control. Look, if every conversation with her is smooth sailing, it's not because you're perfect for each other. It is because you're hiding the real version of yourself. And trust me, the real you will come out eventually because you can't pretend for the rest of your life. And better she sees that guy, the real you, right now. Reason number 3, you overinvest too soon. This one hurts because a lot of guys think that, they're just being generous. But in reality, if you're going all in on a woman before she's shown you basically how truly interested she is, you're not being generous, you're being reckless with your value. And this is typically how it looks. You've known her for 2 weeks and you're already texting her good morning every day, taking her out to expensive dinners, buying little gifts, rearranging your schedule to see her. And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, because I talk about this all the time, take note. Half the time you're trying to prove how much you care, when in reality you're broadcasting how much you need her approval. Now, here's what women hear when you do this. If he's giving me all this without me having to earn it, he must not have many options. He's scared to lose me. That's not attractive, it's pressure. Pressure doesn't make her want you. It makes her wonder why you're trying so hard in the first place. So what do? Instead, match her investment. If she's texting you every other day, don't blow up her phone 3-4 times a day. If she's making small efforts to see you, match it. Don't triple it. Let the relationship build. Attraction is fueled by pacing and mystery, not by dumping all your emotional energy into her up front. And here's a shift. See your time, energy, and attention as currency. Would you give thousands of dollars to someone you barely know? No. So why would you give unlimited emotional energy and attention to someone who hasn't proven that they're worthy of it yet? Ask yourself, if she stopped calling you tomorrow, would you regret the way you acted? Or would you feel like you gave too much too soon for nothing in return? If that thought stings, then it's time for you to slow down. Reason 4, you don't lead. One of the biggest mistakes nice guys make is thinking that letting her make all the decisions is a sign of respect. And I can't say this enough. You know, a lot of guys will ask her where she wants to eat. You ask her what she wants to do. You ask her how she wants to spend the weekend. I mean, it sounds considerate, right? But over time, this doesn't make her feel cared for. It makes her feel like she's dating a man who can't take charge. Listen, most women don't want to be the one steering the ship. I keep saying this. They want to trust the man they're with to set the direction. When you don't lead, you create decision fatigue for her. And more importantly, you signal that you're not confident in your own choices. And that's not attractive. It's exhausting. So what's the proper way to approach this? You see, leading doesn't mean being controlling. It means taking initiative. Instead of asking, what do you want to do tonight? Say, hey, I found this spot. We're going to check it out. You'll love it. These examples are littered all over my videos. Instead of texting, what time should I come over? Say, hey, I'll be there at 7. Small, confident moves like this make a huge difference because they remove uncertainty. And when a woman feels like you can take initiative in the little things, she'll trust you more in the big things like life decisions, travel plans, family matters. Think of it this way. If she has a plan to every date, chooses every activity, makes every call, she is not your partner but a manager. And no woman wants to be her man's manager. Reason 5, you're too available. I honestly don't know how else to talk about this point without sounding like a broken record. But this is one of the sneakiest ways nice guys kill attraction, and it's by being too available. Here's what I mean. She texts you, you instantly reply every time. She calls you, you drop what you're doing and answer every time. She wants to meet up, you cancel plans to make it happen every time. You think this shows you care, but in reality, it shows that your life revolves around her. Problem is, when you're always available, you become predictable. Predictability isn't exciting. It's boring. Scarcity creates value. And if she knows she can get your time and attention at any second, there's no urgency for her to seek it. So instead, what you want to do is have a life outside of her. Keep your hobbies, your goals, your friends, your commitments, right? Make sure you have times when you can't talk because you're busy living your own life. Not as manipulation, but because it's genuinely true. When she sees that you're not just sitting around waiting for her to text, she'll value your time more. She'll also realize that being with you means fitting to a life that's already full and interesting, which is far more attractive than a life that's empty without her. Ask yourself, if she stopped calling tomorrow, would your life suddenly feel meaningless? If the answer is yes, that's your sign that you've made her your entire world. And no matter how much she likes you, no woman wants that kind of pressure. Reason 6, you never show romantic intent. So this is where a lot of guys get friend-zoned without even realizing it. They think if they're just nice enough, pay attention enough, they're respectful enough, she'll magically figure out that they're into her. But the truth is, if you never show clear intent, confident romantic intent, she'll start to see you as a buddy and not a man she can actually date. And once you're in the buddy box, right, it's almost impossible to climb out of. Now, let me be clear. Showing intent is not about being pushy, inappropriate, or making her feel unsafe. That's disrespectful. The difference is in how you do it and when. Confidence is about being attuned to her comfort level. It's about reading her signals, her body language, her tone, her willingness to engage, and moving forward only when there's mutual interest, right? It's about pacing. If you're interested, let her know in ways that are unmistakable but respectful. Hold eye contact for a moment longer when she's clearly engaged with you. Give a sincere compliment that's about her and not just how she looks. If you touch her, it should be neutral, appropriate, easy to pull back from, like a light touch on the arm during a laugh, etc. The goal isn't to pressure her, it's to communicate that you see her as more than just a friend while still giving her space to choose her level of engagement. That's what women respect. A man who's confident enough to express interest, but disciplined enough to keep it respectful. If you're holding back because you think it's safer, understand this. Attraction grows in a space where interest is shown and boundaries are respected. If she never feels that balance from you, she won't feel the spark. She'll just feel like you're a nice guy she hangs out with. Reason 7, you compromise your standards. So this starts small. She's late to meet you, not once, but repeatedly, and you just let it slide because you really like her. She flirts with other guys in front of you and you laugh it off. She cancels plans last minute and you tell her, oh, no problem, we can reschedule. Now don't get me wrong. Being flexible is okay, right? But when you keep letting things slide that actually bother you, that's when eventually you'll keep lowering your standards just to keep her happy. You're showing her something dangerous by doing that. Essentially, you're saying you'll abandon your own values if it means not losing her. And the truth is, if a woman knows you'll bend your principles just to keep her around, she will not fully respect you. Let that sink in. Deep down, she'll see that your approval seeking is stronger than your self-respect. So you have to know your boundaries and enforce them. Not once, not sometimes, but every single time she crosses them. If she's habitually late, tell her it's not acceptable. If she flirts in front of you, you're out. If she disrespects your time or energy, let her know where you stand. The point isn't to be controlling, it's to be consistent. Because, as I said, women will test your boundaries. It's natural. Every time you hold the line, you reinforce her trust in you and her respect. And think about it. If you won't stand up for yourself with her, how can she believe that you'll stand up for her in the real world? You see, respect isn't about being nice. It means being dependable under pressure. All right, gentlemen, here are my final thoughts. Being nice isn't actually the problem. Being weak is. You can be kind, generous, and respectful, but if you don't combine that with strength, self-respect, and leadership, she'll lose interest and respect faster than you can imagine. So, are you going to keep being the nice guy she walks all over, or the man she never stops looking up to? It's your move and your play. Hey, before you go, watch this video right here on how to get a woman to respect you without even trying. Because these two videos combined will change the way women see you forever. Good luck with it.